What if I'm on the job and injured in a car accident? Who pays my medical bills? That's our topic on this episode of Main Street Law. My guest is Texas personal injury attorney Greg Anderson of the law offices of Terry Bryant, and he's going to talk with us about this topic. So Greg, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Cindy.
Well, Greg, what if I'm seriously injured in an auto accident while on the job? Who is responsible for my medical bills?
Well, there'd be several sources of recovery in a situation like that. First, you can look at your own auto policy. If you were the driver, you might have what's called PIP or MedPay protection. Those are no-fault type insurance coverages that will pay for your medical bills, and you can make a claim on that. Also, if your employer has workers' compensation, you can make a workers' compensation claim.
Okay. Now, Greg, what if I'm the at-fault driver in this situation? Does that make a difference?
It would not under the scenarios I just talked about. Both workers' compensation and PIP, which is personal injury protection, and MedPay are no-fault type insurance coverages, so the fact that you were at fault would not come into play.
Okay. Now talk with me about what happens when there is both a workers' compensation claim and an auto accident claim. What are the challenges of the interactions of two such claims? For example, do you have to treat with a company doctor, as is normally the case in a workers' compensation claim?
With regard to PIP and MedPay, there's no restriction on what doctor you treat with. Most workers' compensation carriers want you to treat with their own doctor, although you have a right to go to a doctor that you choose, and sometimes the state workers' comp commissions can get involved if there's a dispute about that issue. But generally it's up to the injured person to choose the doctor he or she wants to go to. Now there can be some interplay between workers' compensation coverage and, for instance, if another driver was at fault, the injured person would have the ability to sue the other driver on what's called a third-party liability claim and also collect workers' compensation coverage. However, at the end of the third-party liability claim, the workers' compensation carrier would have what's called a subrogation lien against the third-party liability case, and they would be able to collect the money that they've paid out back from the injured person.
Okay. Well, Greg, if someone wants more information, how can they reach the law offices of Terry Bryant?
Well, they're certainly welcome to call us here at 800-444-5000, or they can get on our website at terrybryant.com.
Very good. Greg, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks a lot, Cindy.
This is Cindy Speaker for Main Street Law.